choose the correct graph of y equals log base 3 of x minus 3. Okay, so let's do it. Let's bring it over here and see what we can do. So y equals log base 3 of x minus 3. So the first thing to recognize is whatever number is in the parentheses with x, that's where the vertical asymptote is. There's no number, right? So it's like x plus 0. So at x equals 0 must be the vertical asymptote. So the vertical asymptote must be straight at x equals 0. That's not right. That one's right because the graph goes there. This one's good. This one does not go there. So these two are out already. The vertical asymptote has got to be 0. So the vertical asymptote, again, if that's confusing for you, let me put it this way. The vertical asymptote is the number plugged in to make inside of the log equals 0. So it's the number you could plug in to make the inside of the log 0. So in this case, it's just 0. So x equals 0. So in this case, oops, let me try that again. X equals 0 is the vertical asymptote. All right, so what do we do after that? Then we start making a table of values. So I'm going to plug in, let's start again with the 0, that's the vertical asymptote, and then let's just go up by 1 from there. Add 1, we'll plug in 1. So y will equal the log base 3 of 1 minus 3. So on your calculator, you got to turn that into 2 logs. Like that. So whenever we have a log with these two numbers, we turn that into 2 logs where the lower one, the 3, which is lower down, goes to the bottom. Hit the buttons on your calculator. And you will get 0 minus 3, which is minus 3. So I'm getting minus 3. So over 1 down 3 right there. Over 1 down 3 right there. So they both have that dot. So we need to do a little bit more to distinguish them. So now I'm going to go up by 1 more, 2. Let's plug in 2. And when I do, plug in 2, I'll get y equals log base 3 of 2 minus 3. And so you turn that into 2 logs on your calculator. Right? So how we always handle logs, the lower one goes to the bottom, notice. Hit the buttons on your calculator. You're going to get some ugly decimal thing. Let's see. Log of 2 divided by log of 3 and then minus 3. I'm getting negative 2.36. I'll round to 2.4. Negative 2.4. So over 2 down 2.4. That would be about right there. Over 2 down 2.4. That graph looks wrong. It's not hitting it. Over 2 down 2.4. Perfect. See how that one hits it? Over 2 down 2.4. That one hits the dot perfect. So that's our right graph. Now if you're still not sure, you could go 1 more. You say, well, I don't know about that decimal. I'm going to go up 1 more. Go to 3. That'll be fine. I'll do it over here. Y equals log base 3 of x minus 3. That's our formula, right? So plug in the, oops, did I forget the 3? Yeah, log base 3. Plug in 3. You'll get log 3 over log 3 minus 3, which will come out minus 2. Over 3 down 2. Perfect. See how that one's hitting perfect? Over 3, down 2. Whereas this one is not hitting it. There's over 3, down 2. So this one's out. This one's the right answer. It has those points on the graph. So there we go. So again, we start by finding the vertical asymptote, which is the value you can plug into the parentheses inside to make the inside of the log 0. So that was just 0, x equals 0. That's the vertical asymptote. We put that vertical asymptote dotted line there, and then we just keep going up by 1 each time and plugging in to find some spots, some dots on the graph.